Hey guys, Peaches again. This is part 2 to my 2017 KZ Escape travel trailer, my personal tiny little home. We're going to show you the interior now. Side. Always take off the shoes. We had a no shoe policy inside, keep it a little cleaner. And here we are. This has been my precious home for the last 6 months. I've been living on her, traveling around. Here, I'm going to see if I can zoom out just a touch. And she has been perfect for me. I did a complete remodel when I bought her. She was brown on brown inside, and that's not me. I have so much more personality than that. So we painted the walls a nice little sage green, cabinets blue, and let's see what else we got. We have the wallpaper over here. Now it does have a few crinkles in it, which if you're OCD would bother you, but it hasn't bothered me too much. But if you would like, it's easy to peel off. And I'm sending all the touch-up paint with you, except for the sage green. I ran out of that one. But I have the cabinet paint. I have this yellow over here, which I thought would make a nice accent if you didn't like the wallpaper. So everything's been painted. We have a TV, nice TCL, which I keep in here is the remote in here. This is kind of the junk drawer with all the extras. So you have that. We have little baggies. Everything you see in here is going with, because I wanted you guys to be able to pull away from the purchasing my camper and go on a camping trip immediately. So everything you would need should be here. TV works great. If it'll turn on, there we go. See? It's on one of those movable ones where it can kind of go towards the dining or go towards the master bed. Speaking of a master bed, one of the best parts is I replaced the queen with a California King mattress, memory foam lengthwise, so it's 84 inches, and it's a queen width. We cut off the extra, and it is a beautiful, thick memory foam mattress, so it's actually really comfortable. The bedding is all washed and clean. I'm sending it with you guys. Really nice 100% cotton sheets. Let's see. All this I custom covered. It's a little corduroy velvet, kind of a funky like retro vibe. I made all blackout curtains, which I'll show you in a little bit. They really do work. The seat covers match the, whatever you call those things. And the cool thing is they have buttons on the ends. So if they get dirty, you can just unpop them, take them off, throw them in the wash wherever you're at, and voila. Go. I'm just going to go from one side to the next. So we covered the bed. There's also an access panel under the bed if you lift it, which most have. I'm not going to right now. It's a little difficult one-handed. Let's see. Cool part here is Dad and I did a conversion where you can open this, and inside we have baskets. So I have one front basket, and then I have a long rolling basket that you guys get to have. Very convenient for more accessible storage. You can also access it from the top, just lifting that plywood there, but that was just too much work. So that goes there. Same on the other side. And this side is where I keep my pots and pans. We had them under the sink, but at one point it bumped the plumbing underneath, and so I just felt like it was just safer this way. Go. Beautiful. I'm gonna keep going. It's getting a little warm in here. It is Georgia and it's 100% humidity, 90 degrees outside. So we're gonna go ahead and bump on the AC. Show you how that works. We got low fan, if you can hear that. We have, I don't know why it has two low fans, but it does. High fan. And now you're gonna hear the AC compressor turn on. We have low AC. High AC, temperature gauge here, or whatever. Everything works perfect. I've never had a problem with any of the AC. I'm going to put it on low just so that you can hear me a little bit better. I did replace the thermostat, so it is newer and it works awesome. Heater works phenomenally. I'm not going to try that on right now because it's too hot for that. But it works great. It really gets you warm and toasty in here. I was camping at like 28 degrees once and I was warm in here. So that's to say it works great. Okay, continuing forward, we have the fridge. Wonderful fridge, works fantastic. I've never had any problem. Green means it's on electricity because I'm plugged in right now. Yellow is for gas. It works great on both. Still has all its shelves. the freezer. I put little baskets in there, much easier for containing things. So that's great. You have your fuse box down here, very easy to access. Let's see what else we got. The bathroom. Good amount of storage in here. Got the towel rack, and I put hooks up on each panel of the wall for towels or dirty clothes or whatever. Replace the shower head, so it works great. The hot and cold water, awesome. I didn't take a ton of showers in here, but the few that I did, they works great. No leaks, and got a shower curtain that matches. Our little color scheme here works great. Rugs all throughout, as you guys saw coming in. The vent here opens and closes. Very nice. Now that's the only place where it's not blackout when you close the curtains, because we're not going to try to cover up a vent. So, toilet paper holder. Storage underneath, you have all your towels, toilet paper, and that is the stuff to put in the black tank when you empty it. All right, continuing forward. Again, I put a curtain here because I didn't like the door. I felt like when there was more than one person in here, it just took up too much space. So I like the curtain. You can just kind of push it to the side, as you know, curtains work that way. Another closet. Works great for a closet, you know. All right, bunk beds. These are really comfortable as well. Also replaced with memory foam, top and bottom. Another custom blackout curtain under there. Lights. Beautiful. Now I do have right here, I put a little piece of cord around here, and we have underneath the bed a little black board here. It goes from here to here, so that if you need to use this as storage space, or if you have a kid that you don't want to have to like worry about rolling off the top, you just put it up there and it works awesome as a little guard. All right, moving on to the kitchen. Pretty normal kitchen, except for the fact that I replaced the sink. It is much bigger, much better than the original one. Great new faucet, hot and cold. It moves out, and when you twist this little cap here, it does the spray or just the stream. Underneath this guy, have the little thing in there. Voila, beautiful. Now this is just a piece of wood board that it came with the sink. I did not put any stain or varnish over it because I wanted it to stay natural for cooking. I didn't want, you know, gross particle chemicals in my food. So I do oil it every couple of washes. So just so you know, good thing to keep in mind. In here we have tea kettle, plates and plates and bowls, cups, Tupperware, all of that. Microwave works just like a microwave should. We have spice racks. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna test the stove for you, just so you know. Propane works great. Never had any issues with it. It works surprisingly for a long time. I can go cooking regularly every meal for about 2 weeks, if I'm not using the water heater or the heater as much. But for the summer, I went every 2 to 3 weeks without having to replace the propane, which was awesome. And that's running the fridge off of it as well. Like I said, I boondocked a lot, so. See, under here we have plenty of storage, cleaning supplies, ant traps, stuff like that. Cutting boards, there we go, nice. My favorite addition that I did was this little guy here. It just is awesome. It goes up, it's got 2 little hinges underneath, brackets, and so much more counter space, especially if you don't have people trying to get in and out all the time. It works great. Or if you're trying to cook and you're trying to keep the kids outside, works even better, unless they just crawl under. Either way, so you have to use at least one hand to do both hinges. It's easier with 2, but you know. We have key rings here, both sets of keys for the locks outside and the door. I put handles on here so that when it's really windy, you can hold the door while you're walking in without it swinging open. Trying to think if there's anything else I should show you. Oh, we have the Bluetooth stereo. It works great. Both indoor, outdoor, or both at the same time. More storage here with little baskets for your clothes. And each cabinet has one of these guys on it for if you're going over a more bumpy road. Just keep the cabinets closed. And let's see. Oh, we have a vent here that you can open. For some reason, it is done backwards. So close is open, open's closed. But you can put the air out if you're cooking. Put the air in if it's cool outside and you're trying to cool it off in here. There's no AC. Anything else I should show you guys? I'm trying to think. Little trash cans. You've got your fire extinguisher over there. All the rugs come with. New table skirt. I think that's it. Last thing I wanted to show you. All the outlets work, but the USB over here, those ports are not working for some reason. Not sure why. If you are handy with electrical, I'm sure you could figure it out, but not something I wanted to chase. Everything else is working great. And I'm just going to show you guys real quick the beauty of the blackout curtains. Because if you are like me, I love staying up to watch the stars or watch a meteor shower or an eclipse or whatever, and you get home at like 4 a.m. and you're like, I need to take a nap, but sunrise is at like 5 a.m. So, blackout curtains. Just gonna give you a real quick glimpse of that. Turn out all the lights. Close the bathroom curtain. One more window to close. The curtains are also very easy to remove. The rods just pop up and out. So if you wanted to replace them, you could. Or if you just prefer blinds or whatever. Okay, here we go. Going blackout. After I turn the lights off. Last one. Pretty nice, huh? I always thought it was. Well, anyway, this is Peaches again, signing off for my, really it's a tiny home at this point. And I hope it goes to someone who's loved it, who will love it as much as I have. It's been amazing, and it's a little sad to part with her, but it's time to move on and see what comes next. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any more questions.